Hey everyone, and welcome back to Chasing Grace. In our last adventure, we sailed 400 miles south to the US Virgin Islands where we picked up our friend TJ. It was an unforgettable journey filled with island exploration, new friendships forged with Matt and Brittany from Sailing Wicked, and thrilling encounters with sea turtles, a spotted eagle ray, and even a barracuda. But now it's time to shift gears from play hard to work hard. In this episode, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of boat life. Join us as we tear open the master cabin, complete the water maker installation, and tackle our first bottom cleaning. We'll take you along as we navigate through the challenges and rewards of maintaining life aboard our beloved Grace. Our story picks up in St. Thomas, where it's time to pay our friends a visit. So it has been about a week since TJ left. We're still in St. Thomas, we're in Charlotte Amalie. Right now we're headed over to Sailing Wicked to go see their boat finally, because even though we were hanging out with them in the last video, I still haven't been on their boat. So we're gonna go hang out. They invited us over for dinner, and they made us something really, really cool. Not a long commute, is it? What's up? Hush. 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 We're guests. You better hush. I love this boat. Matt and Brittany have this boat Wicked looking so cute, and the amount of work that they've had to do to get to this point just makes it even cooler. Not only is this boat amazing and comfortable, but Matt and Brittany are amazing hosts. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. And damn, Brittany can cook, y'all. They're also giving us an amazing gift tonight. They have this little Cricut machine, I guess, that cuts out vinyl. So they custom made a decal for us to advertise our YouTube channel. I've been thinking about this for a while. And how lucky am I that my friends literally have a sticker making machine. After a few rounds of margaritas and the perfect decal application, we decide to head over to the beach. Cruising with this thing. Whoa. Oh. It's a little long. Probably didn't need all that. And I can watch Charlie go poop. I have his poop bags. We are about to play some volleyball at Water Island with the amazing people from Sailing Wicked. So nice. Brought us some stickers, printed them, helped us install them. They brought us here in their high field 340, which is epic. Yes, ma'am. I gotta go save Charlie from another dog. Life goals.
Wow! Whoa! She was so out. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit!
We definitely stayed a bit too long at Water Island that day. It was dark as we were leaving, and Matt and Brittany at the time didn't have lights on their tender. I'm the same way, and we got pulled over by the US Coast Guard. Upon inspection, they realized that we didn't have life jackets on board, and well, not enough life jackets, and they gave us a bit of a hard time. But after being super respectful and letting them escort us back to the boats very slowly in the rain, it seems like they let us off the hook. The honest truth is that we all keep all of our safety equipment on the big boat in the cockpit. Life vest, life raft, flares, whistles, all those things. They're on the big boat. I don't put any of my safety equipment in the tender because I'm so scared they're going to get stolen at the dinghy dock. The one place where we actually went wrong is we don't have any lights on the tender. That's a big, big no-no. But the officers were cool about it and let us off the hook. Okay, so I did a thing. Recently, I ripped out the wall between my forward cabins. It was just getting a little cramped and honestly too hot for both of us and the dog to sleep in a little cabin. And so now we have this massive master cabin that is literally like bigger than a king-size bed, and I have some work to do. Now that I have removed the wall, I have all of this, plywood left over, and to be cost efficient, I'm just going to use that to trim everything out. It's not going to be perfect finished, but it's going to look pretty darn good for free. So this is some examples of what I'm doing other than sweating and contemplating my life decisions. There's some water damage here, and so this joint is compromised. I'm just going to go over it with some little bandages, wood glue, screws. I've just fixed this one. You can see that there was water damage at the bottom from water intrusion up on deck before we replaced the mast boot and everything, so this wood got roasted. What I did on the other one, I'm about to do on this one, is I'm cutting back with Fiend tool to get to good wood, and then I'm joining it. The curved pieces are going to be really fun. Not only am I trimming out and finishing the areas where the wall was removed for the master cabin, I'm also replacing a lot of water damage, as you just saw. So this project did take me a couple days, but having spent no money on it, I'm really happy with how it turned out. A couple of nice tips that I picked up during this project. One is obviously the masking tape. If you lay down masking tape before you cut this wood, it's gonna help prevent the wood finish from chipping up and give you a cleaner cut. Also, when cutting the curved sections, I found that this flexible plastic spatula was really good to press around the curved edge and use as a straight edge to kind of line up for the Fiend tool. One thing I did, which will probably bring some controversial opinions, is I removed the base from our salon table. The wood wasn't even making contact with the floor, so it did absolutely nothing for the stability of the table. I realized that if I steal the curved legs from the bottom of this table, split them in half, and then insert a 1.5 inch section in the middle, it will make the perfect curve to replace the water damaged wood on the mast surround in the new master cabin. And since I want to replace this entire table base with some telescopic legs one day soon, I'm not really worried about stealing it away. And look guys, I am no master carpenter, not even close, but having spent absolutely no money on this project and walking away with a bawling master cabin, I'm really wondering why I didn't do this sooner. The other thing we're working on is this cabin. So I can show you the starboard aft cabin. This is what we've done with the starboard aft cabin. We have gel coated it. It's not smooth, we didn't really build it up or anything, we just slapped a couple coats of gel coat on it to make it look presentable. And we trimmed everything out with this rope we got for 200 pesos in the Dominican Republic, just to make it look decent. The explanation of why that happened lies in one of our old videos, which I will show you now.
Oh, let me see that.
All we need for you to do is clean it and glue it back up. So that leaves us with the port aft cabin. We have pulled down the vinyl that was destroyed, and instead of replacing it with vinyl, because we don't have the skill set or the money, we're going to gel coat it. So we have sanded almost all of it. I'm just sanding this section here. We have a little bit more to do, and then we're going to build it back up. Finish sanding it, clean the whole room, tape it up, gel coat it a couple times. And it's time to leave. We are hopefully firing up the engine in just a second and getting on our way back over to Christmas Cove. We have some guests arriving in Tortola. We have to be on the northeast of Tortola waiting for them in just 5 days. So we gotta get a move on. We've been stuck here for a while, waiting on some packages, working on some projects. We've completely redone the master cabin. We've torn a guest cabin apart. We've done a few other things with the engine. But now we really want to scrape the bottom of the boat, and including the bottom of the tender. The bottom gets a bunch of growth and sea life and gunk and just nastiness, and the bottom of Grace looks way worse. So we're going to try to go over to Christmas Cove just because it's better visibility than here. No mooring balls available at Christmas Cove, so we're heading through this channel I'm not so sure about. Right here. We're going to work our way a little bit farther towards our destination. Go to one of these bays I've been researching north of St. John. Girlfriend's running the water maker. I gotta tackle this. Disgusting. Since we have the tender on the lift, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Clean this one side, drop it, flip it around, clean the other side. Wanted to show you guys these deck weapons. Carbon fiber deck poles. These were sent to us by a friend of mine who actually designed these. Carbon fiber, so they are just light as a pen. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We got all the brushes. That's the hard bristle brush. And then of course I'm using Stark Yacht Care products. I got the best, baby. I don't play around when it comes to cleaning, not at all. We saw 3 sea turtles, so I guess that's enough work for the day. We're going snorkeling, Charlie. You stay here. Girl, look at those new fins. Ow! That turtle was massive. Charlie, did you miss us? Were you distraught? As many work days on the boat go, we've gotten sidetracked. So we have a cooler bag. We're headed over to see Wicked. Matt and Brittany. Charlie's got his bow tie on. We're all 3 matching. I did it on purpose. I copied them.
Lift him up and show his bow tie.
He's ready to party. Party time. It's party time. Party time. It's a party time. Hey, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey. Charlie, your bow tie. I'm in love with it. How's it? You guys got a little party over here.
Fucking gentleman.
What?
This guy shows up in a bow
I
tie.
had to dress him up. I was like, okay, we gotta fucking do.
Good morning. It's another day in Mantus Bay. It's nice, it's warm, it's bright as could be. We had fun over at Wicked last night. Today's gonna be a productive day. So we're starting with some brekkie. Brekkie in the cockpit, baby. I made hash browns. I think that's pretty cool. I'm really excited about this. This is our Mantus Marine scuba setup that they sent us. And this is my first time using it. I'm so happy. Not only to clean the bottom, but to dive through the Virgin Islands. There's so many cool dive sites here. We've been missing a lot. And we've just been running and going and going and going. Finally, we can get our scuba system set up and get in the water, especially with my brother coming to the boat next week. I want to get him in the water. I want to enjoy this. So this is the system. We have the Mantus Marine compressor, and we have the Mantus Marine scuba system, right? So the compressor does not pull a lot of power. I could run it off the generator. I could run it off my battery bank, but we're making ice, we're running the water maker, we're getting a bunch of stuff ready for the trip. So I'm just gonna run it off the generator. This thing is super compact, it's very affordable, and the scuba system is the same way. It's not a deep dive system, it's just a pretty small tank, but it's enough for me to clean the bottom. You know, this is going to give me a good amount of time in the water, and the price on it is super cheap compared to a normal scuba system. So I've got the pack, I've got my weight belt, comes with the tank, secondary breather, my octo, everything is ready to go. They sent a bunch of spare parts. They have a bunch of videos online of how to set it up. So I just did the oil, air filter, filled it up with water. I think I'm about to fill right now. It should take half an hour to fill. I'm not quite sure. That's one of those things that is still up in the air. But I'll let you guys know. I want you to know how the system goes. It's supposed to be super easy to use, super cheap, and it's, you know, if you're looking for a budget way to actually get into some scuba and get yourself in the water and go see all those wrecks, or maybe just clean the bottom, do maintenance, this is the way to go, because you could spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a deep dive system with some other brands, but this is a really good system and a good bang for your buck. And the guys from Mantus hooked it up, and I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked to try this. So we're just doing this today. My lovely girlfriend has done so much laundry, by the way. Like, doing laundry on the boat is not easy, and she's been a champion and done that. All of our pillowcases, sheets, everything gets moldy. We don't have air conditioning, we don't have climate control. So everything gets moldy over time, and when we're having a big guest trip like this, we have to do the bedding for 4 beds, plus extras, cushions, interior and exterior, plus all of our clothes. And when you're doing it in a bucket and hanging it out to dry out here, it's a lot. So she has been grinding away at that. By the way, there's a full boat tour coming soon as we finish some of these cosmetic projects. I know you guys want to see it. But she's looking really good. She has really turned into a home. I can only credit my girlfriend because I had more of a dive bar aesthetic before she showed up. When I had just bought the boat, and she has really made it something special for us and for guests. So let's do this. Let's fill up this tank. Let's get some chores done. Honestly, I have to say, you know, we're getting ready for this trip, and we're running around doing projects, and you know, editing and doing all this work. But man, I'm a lucky guy. Like, you wake up, we had breakfast in the cockpit. This is the view. Just beautiful sights, blue and green. National Park mountains, old plantations. Water visibility is pretty good, nice and cool. Sun is beating down, it's shady in this cockpit. It's just vibes. We're playing some music, you know. Life's good. It is really, really good. So I can't complain, you know what I mean? Like, I want to show you guys some of our tours and like the between the scenes of these epic trips. But it's still pretty epic. Like, if you're thinking about moving on a boat, you should definitely do it. 15 minutes and it's full. So boom, check it out. Go open that guy. We have air pressure. Let's taste it. Oh yeah. Cold, crisp, and clean, baby. And we'll go hang out under the water. Alright, officially can confirm Mantus tank and compressor are awesome, and doing that without them would suck because I'd have to duck dive and hold my breath to get down to the keel for just a couple scrapes. I can also show you that when you clean the bottom and you're scraping the barnacles off, there's critters all over you. They're all over me. They're all over her. So we're at the halfway point. We're going to wash the critters off of us because they're going to give us rashes and eat us alive. What a fun job. The luxuries of living on a yacht.
Goodness!
You want to go poop, my dude? You want to go poop ashore? A lot better, huh?
Yeah. Much better.
She's like faded.
Good job! You got the zooms?
Look, Charlie, it's your friend.
Isn't he just super chill?
Go get him.
Good boy.
All right, it's a new day. Today is Tuesday. We're in the same bay. My brother arrives Thursday. So tomorrow I have to go to the BVI's. I have to check in to West End. I'm waiting on money for check-in fees and trying to figure out how to get some groceries and provision. But trucking along with projects. So what we have is first coat of gel coat on this. I hope to have a second coat before Alex gets here, so the cabin's nice for him. He comes a little bit later anyways, so hopefully this one can dry by the end of tomorrow, get one more coat, and that'll be dry by the time he gets here. Hopefully. But Alex, if you're watching this, and it's not perfect when you get here, which it probably won't be, I tried my best, sorry. Right now I'm gonna make some food. I have honestly gotten out of shape. I've lost 30 pounds, I realized, since filming Below Deck Season 4, which is unacceptable. And I don't feel great either. Although we're living outside and we're having this healthy lifestyle and stuff, I'm just like, have not been eating enough and have not been working out or lifting any weights because it's always such a hassle to get ashore and go to the gym. It costs money to go to the gym. That's where we are, still in the same beautiful bay. Life is good. Can't have too many complaints here, right? I'm gonna eat some food and try to install the discharge through hole for my water maker, which should have happened months ago. I'm gonna try. I'm feeling brave today. So if you don't know, we have a water maker that makes clean drinking water from the salt water around us. And there's a discharge from that process that we have been emptying into buckets and taking turns dumping down our sink to then go overboard. It has been such a hassle. And honestly, I've been procrastinating the install of the discharge through hole just because I'm intimidated by drilling a hole in the boat. But it's one of those projects that once I got into it, it was way easier in real life than it was in my mind. I just measured about 10 different times from the inside and the outside of the boat to make sure that the hole would end up in the closet in the master cabin, directly behind the water maker panel. I drilled a pilot hole, put down some masking tape, drilled the hole for the through hole fitting, added some marine sealant, and let my girlfriend fasten the nut from the inside. I made sure to drill the hole on the boot stripe so the through hole fitting would blend into the black color and wouldn't be so aesthetically unpleasing. Also, the closer you go to the water, the less streaks you have from the discharge water running down the side of the boat. All right, gotta go inside now, screw that in. That looks pretty good. I'm happy that I went with the black. I'm happy I went with from the outside too. And I got it on that black boot stripe so it kind of blends in. Not so bad for first time. I say that, watch, it's gonna leak like crazy. Also, really not a bad place to work, especially not on your own boat. This is beautiful. The sunsets are unbelievable here because the bay just opens up to them every night. It's really, really nice. You should come here. There's just a little bit more plumbing to do on the inside of the boat, but honestly, this was a breeze. By the way, my water maker was given to me by Seawater Pro. Shout out to them. They're the nicest people ever. It's one of those companies, if you call their phone number, the CEO and founder picks up the phone and answers any questions you have. So highly recommend them. Okay, this is the first moment of truth. The second moment of truth will be when we're underway in heavy seas to see if water doesn't come in. But let's see if it leaks when I run it. Dry in here. Let's go. That's the brine to our water maker. Our water maker makes 40 gallons an hour and an average of 6 times that amount in brine, which is the salty discharge, the byproduct of the, I guess, filtering process. Reverse osmosis, high pressure stuff. Boom. That means we don't have to dump buckets ever again. Good morning. I was up till like 5 this morning editing, and I woke up to the feeling that we are not ready at all, even though we've been working straight for weeks. It always happens like this, that we're like, the boat is torn apart and things are not done. Guests arrive tomorrow. My brother Dalton and his fiance Anna arrive tomorrow afternoon, about 13 miles away from here. And this is what their cabin looks like. Not great. Boat's destroyed. We're gonna go for a paddleboard and then come back, speed clean, weigh anchor, go into West End, check in, pick up the anchor, and then go up to the bay where we are going to be waiting on them and continue working on projects. It is very clear to me now, as this gel coat is taking a while to dry perfectly. That's what the cabin's gonna look like for Alex. Sorry, buddy. But we just had some breakfast. We're gonna go have some more fun, get a little sun with Charlie, let him go ashore, and then bounce. This dog loves the paddleboards. It's time to head back and get some work done. But look at him. He loves his life jacket and his paddleboard. Oh, look at him laying down.
That's a good boy.
You're getting comfortable in the water, huh? That's a good boy.
You got it. You got sandy toes.
All right, guys, so everything's cleaned up. We came back from the paddleboard. Tender's raised up. Navigation stuff's on. About to fire up the engine. Did our fluid checks. We're ready to go. So we're going to West End. And I wanted to tell you guys about this app I've been using. It's called Savvy Navi. It is an award-winning navigation app. It's got integrated tide data. It's got weather. It has your charts that are detailed. It's foolproof. It's really easy to use. I'm screen recording real quick so that I can show you guys just how easy it is. So here we are. We are in Francis Bay, and I want to head over to West End, which I know is right here. All I got to do is click on this anchor symbol, navigate to, plot route. Not only does it tell me how far it is, it shows me all of the depths along the way. It also has integrated AIS. So I can see other big cargo ships that are around, other yachts. I can identify them, I can hail them. I can check all the weather. I can do some overlays. I can do tide and wind overlays so that I can see visually the conditions that I'm about to be sailing in. And check this out. I can go down and look at every single tack that I have to do. You see, it says here, moderate breeze. I'm gonna be on a broad reach. Down here, I'm on a beam reach. It tells me what to do. It tells me when to tack, tells me when to bear away, when to luff up, when to change course. It tells me if I'm gonna have to motor, if the wind is not good. And in my experience, you know, I've been using this all the way from Florida, testing it through 2/3 of the Caribbean. We put over 2,000 miles on this app. The predictions are pretty accurate. You know, weather predictions are never perfect, but this is really, really good stuff. And it updates all the time, so you know that you have some confidence in it. And you know, honestly, like learning how to sail, using this as kind of a cheat sheet to tell me what to expect and to kind of like balance my own decisions off of the suggestions from this app have just been great. It's an all-in-one tool. I can show you once I start. My route is started, and I can do overlays. So I'm going to overlay wind, tide, AIS. Boom. Get rid of this. I can see which way my wind's going. I can see which way my tide's going. Let's see if we can find a ship. Down here are some ships. Those are probably cruise ships. See, it says not moving, but normally it'll show what course they're going towards, what's their bearing, what's their speed, so I can avoid collisions if I'm on a night watch. This is a great app. I do have the big chart plotter on my boat, but this is a great accessory to that. It gives me a little bit more suggestion. It gives me a little bit more information, and it's a good backup too, because the chart plotter doesn't always work. And look, this is something great for everybody. If you're on a kayak, paddleboard, you're going fishing on a John boat, if you're on a big yacht, this is a great app to have, and I highly recommend Savvy Navi, guys. Honestly, it's been great to partner with them, and you can download it on Google Play or the App Store. It's an award-winning app. You should check it out. It's making my life a lot easier. Thanks, Savvy Navi, for sponsoring this video. Let's go to West End. Let's go have some fun. You're free! Mooring ball officially dropped. We're underway. This is kind of cool. She just pointed out. That's the US. That's the UK. It's one of those funny things. We're in between two countries. UK? America. Okay, we're in West End. I got our passports. I already did the sail clear online a couple days ago. Did arrival notification. Got a little bit of money to check in. Shout out to the Patreons. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's immigration right there. So Denny's in the water. We're gonna go. And we're picking up and we're going to the next place. I still don't know where we're going next. I have some options, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Quick and breezy. The mooring balls are free if you're picking up and checking in. You just have to pay if you're staying overnight. But we're gonna bounce $70 to get us $71 to check in, pay the agricultural fees, all that stuff. We have to pay a little bit more when we leave. This is the anchorage here, Soper's Hole. By the way, this cruising book has been amazing. Can highly recommend this, The Cruising Guide to the Virgin Islands. It has been awesome for us. This is where I think we're gonna head. We should be going all the way up here to the northeast of Tortola, but we're gonna stop. We're just gonna get like halfway because I really wanna go to this beautiful anchorage. Look at that. If it's anything like that, I wanna go. There's a beach and some little shops and stuff. Maybe we can do a little bit of provisioning. I think it's a nice place for us to anchor and spend the night before going and picking up Dalton and Anna tomorrow. Life is good. I'm blessed. Let's drop the mooring ball. Let's go. All right, you're free then. It's gonna want to take you this way. Absolutely beautiful little trip. Sun is perfect, so warm, awesome conditions. Dodging a couple crab pots, but we are here. Cane Garden Bay, something like that. Sugar cane, I assume. Cane Garden Bay. Beautiful. We're gonna anchor. Apparently good holding and 15 to 20 feet of water. It. I turned us around because I didn't like that spot. It said that there was anchoring on the guidebook, but the whole place has been taken over by mooring balls. There's no room, and in 15 to 20 feet we'll have a little bit of a swing. It's real tight to where like we'll be close to boats all night. So I'm gonna move a little bit closer to our destination where we're picking everyone up from the airport. Go find another bay. It's so cute, what a shame, but there's not enough room. And the channel is super shallow, so I didn't like it. Bad feeling. So we decided to tackle the entire journey tonight. I've got to say, this northern section of the BVI's, between Joost Van Dyke and Tortola, is some of the prettiest waterfront I have seen. And if you're in the area, you should not miss this passage. Wrapping up a productive week, we had some great vibes for our little 2-hour motor. And just as the sun was setting, we pulled up to Trellis Bay, which couldn't be closer to the airport, making it the perfect place for us to pick up some loved ones tomorrow.
Focus. Babe, if you don't get any new subscribers, I'm gonna be pissed with you.
Drop the Hey.
Is he humping you?
No.
Did you get wet?